Some parents are upset with FridaBaby right now, and not because of a product failing, but because 3 words on packaging. And honestly, this is a fascinating brand mistake because the issue isn't just about packaging. It's about what happens when a brand known for helping parents tries to be funny, and the joke doesn't land. If you're a parent, you probably know FridaBaby. They built their reputation by solving real parent problems, messy problems, awkward problems, real problems. Their brand voice was honest, practical, and slightly edgy, and that's why people trusted them. But the same edgy humor isn't exactly what caused the backlash. Recently, parents noticed something different on a thermometer packaging, a line that says, "How about a quickie?" And parents were furious. The intention was probably harmless, a quick temperature reading, but for many parents it felt inappropriate for a product used on children, and the internet reacted. And this is where branding gets interesting because this isn't really about a thermometer. Parenting brands operate differently from most industries. They're built on trust, safety, and emotional vulnerability. Parents aren't just buying products, they're buying reassurance. And when humor feels out of place, it doesn't really feel funny. It feels uncomfortable. And once that discomfort enters a brand relationship, everything changes. So I wanted to give my kind of unedited opinion on what I think they were trying to do, not from a branding perspective, but from a mom perspective that uses their products. So I think they were trying to, there's 2 ways that people are looking at it. So I think that they were trying to get clout, and I think it's obviously they noticed a pattern with other brands doing this, of having something negative and then being talked about more and more, because obviously if you have something good to say, they're not going to talk about it as much as if there's something bad or incorrect or mistake or anything that's negative. Then people just are all over it and it's all over the internet. So I think that's what they were trying to do, but I think they went in a terrible route, especially that parents and everybody else are trying to protect children more than ever, especially in this day and age with social media and things like that. But other people are saying that they've been inappropriate ever since. I mean, I haven't been following what they've been saying or what they've been posting at all. I just buy their products and that's it. And this started popping up in Facebook groups from other moms saying that it's inappropriate. So I'm not sure which way they were trying to go and what they'll say, but yeah, I think it was intentional in a way, just to get coverage and just to get news and spoken about them. Of course, that's very dangerous because cancel culture is real, especially now. Many people are gonna not buy their products and they're gonna go down in sales, so I'm not really sure what they were going with that. Obviously, let me know in the comments of what you think and what your thoughts are. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, even if you're not a parent. Humor and branding is powerful, but it's also very dangerous, especially when your audience includes sleep-deprived parents, new parents, and worried parents. Because humor depends on timing and context, and packaging has neither. Packaging doesn't explain the joke and people interpret it instantly. 3 words on a box can undo years of brand trust. FridaBaby built their identity on being real. When real becomes risky, the audience decides where the line is, not the brand. The bigger the brand gets, the harder the humor becomes. When the brand becomes mainstream, the same humor can feel careless because packaging speaks to everyone at once. Parenting communities are highly connected. When something feels off, people talk about it quickly, not because they hate a brand, but because parenting culture protects children. But here's the surprising part. This controversy actually proves something important. FridaBaby still has a strong brand recognition. People noticed, people cared, people reacted. But this only happens when branding is powerful. At the end of the day, this isn't about a thermometer. It's about how small packaging choices impact brand trust. Because branding isn't just design, it's tone, timing, and understanding your audience. What makes the situation interesting isn't just the packaging itself, it's how quickly tone can shift the way people feel about a brand. Because branding lives in small details, not just logos, not just colors, but words, timing, context, especially context. A message that feels funny in an ad campaign can feel completely different on a medical product for children. And packaging is permanent. It doesn't change with mood or audience. It just exists. Which means brands have to be extremely careful about what they put on it. This is something a lot of companies learn the hard way, and it's become more and more recent. When you're brainstorming inside a creative team, a joke can feel harmless, even clever. And I think that's what FridaBaby was trying to do, but it went in a completely wrong direction. Customers don't experience branding in brainstorming room. They experience it in real life, usually when they're tired, stressed, or worried. And parents are often all three. That's why parenting brands operate on a smaller margin for humor. Not because parents don't understand the joke, but because the context matters more than cleverness. And this is where brand voice becomes important. The brand voice isn't just personality, it's boundaries. It's knowing where humor works and where trust matters more. For example, FridaBaby built its reputation on being helpful and real. So when humor appears in a place where parents expect reassurance, it feels confusing. Not offensive to everyone, but confusing enough to spark conversation. And once conversation starts online, branding decisions get amplified. That's the reality of modern brands. Customers don't just experience branding, they discuss it, they interpret it, they share opinions about it. It means brand messaging is no longer controlled only by the company. It's shaped by the audience too. And honestly, that's not always a bad thing, because moments like this remind brands to slow down, reconnect with their audience and their expectations. Every strong brand eventually faces this moment where growth, creativity, and audience trust intersects. And how a company responds matter more than the mistake itself, because branding isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent and understanding the people you're serving, especially when those people are parents.